So here's the VTOL, or the VTOL, Adam's chopper, or Farida's chopper. This is definitely one of the pieces of hardware that I really, really prefer in the game. I mean, one of my favorite ones. I think it's a perfect mix of really, really almost hardcore sci-fi design, yet with a lot of credibility to it, where you can easily imagine this is where things would go, in 20 or 30 years from now. I just really love it. I've always wanted to make a little, model of it, kind of like a scratch build with
It looks really good.
It looks really good. Just buying pieces of model kits from airplanes and stuff like that, and just like from the pieces actually build that. And it has a lot of character, and that's it. I really like it.
And speaking of character, since the VTOL is also very much associated with Farida Malik, Farida was actually a character who was not originally thought to be a very important character in the game. I think it took a long time before we actually gave her a name. In fact, at first we were calling her Farina, but then everyone here was saying, Mary, that means wheat in French.
Flour.
And it's flour in French. It can't be that and everything. So,
Yeah.
but she really wasn't intended to be this big character at all in the game. And then as we continued developing the game and writing the scripts and starting to add more player choice into dialogues, she ended up becoming, and it makes sense when you think about it, because she's one of your constant companions. So she ended up coming within the development process itself, be developing into a very, very big character. And I think our original backstory for her was she was supposed to be of Muslim descent, and we originally wanted to have her use Arabic language and swear words and everything.
We tried it.
But then when we ended up casting the actress as 100% American.
Well, because here's the thing, what I remember is, and you had a strong affection for the character because it was based on a character in Battlestar Galactica. I think that, you were saying as a reference.
A little bit.
It was
like
Starbucks.
As a
Starbucks,
reference.
Yeah, as a reference, yeah.
So we had that, but then she's got to be Arabic. So we had found the actress and we loved what she brought, and she had that sort of tough, kind of tomboyish sort of way about her, and we really loved everything about it. But every time we would have dialogue where she'd have to swear in Arabic to kind of give her that, where she comes from, it just always sounded really forced. It just never worked. Like she would nail the pronunciation, but it's just, it's not natural.
We pretty much figured the first time that she did it, that was like, okay, we're dropping all that right now, and we're just going with the American.
Yeah, Mary quickly adapted it. We kept the character. We kept her origins. We just removed the swearing from the Arabic language and kept her North American, and it worked well.
Yeah.
Also, another thing, the thing on her face above her lip, like actually in the game, it looks like a beauty mark, but it's supposed to be a monaural piercing, and it just didn't really come out all that well in the game. So everybody, there's a lot of fan art about Farida, and they put a beauty mark, but it's supposed to be a little piercing. Really.
Now you know the truth.
Now you know the truth. Say that again?
I always thought it was a piercing.
Cool. So we were too, thinking it was a piercing.